In the previous video, we have looked at the navigation of the GUI. So now let's look at the management. So on the device, you will see the management. Under the setup, you will see the management. So there are different types of setups over here. If you want to change your management IP, then you can go to interface. You see the management interface, click on that one. And over here, you can go ahead and change whether it is static or DHCP. You can just change whatever. Another thing is that what access do you want to give? It's just a HTTPS and SSH access. If you want to give telnet, you can select that one. HTTP, you can select that one. And network services, we are only allowing the ping because we are not detecting any user ID on the particular management interface. And one more thing is that if you only want to allow a particular host, for example, 172.168.100.15, this is the management PC, and you want to only allow this particular host, you can just assign it over here. So currently I'm not assigning that one. Next, operations. So if you want to revert back to any of the changes, or if you want to see any of your changes you have saved, so this one is the commit one. Another one, you see that over here, this folder, it will ask you to revert changes or save changes. So if you do any save changes, this is where it will be recorded. And if you want to revert to the any configuration, this is where you can go ahead and revert to the particular configuration. Services, so these are the by default updates will be taken from the Palo Alto, so those services will be running by default. Interfaces, we have already seen the management. Telemetry, so if you remember that the telemetry warning will be giving, it keeps on giving you that warning. So this is where you can go ahead, select that settings. You see that enabled telemetry is enabled, and if you want to select any region, you can select any region. So I will select the Americas one, so click on OK. You see that before telemetry data can be sent to Palo Alto, you must install a device certificate. So it's asking us to install a device certificate. That's We will leave that one for later. But after installing the device certificate, it should be able to send that telemetry to the particular geolocation. Content ID, you see that URL filtering. So on the management, we don't do much of the URL filtering and these things. But still, if you want to go ahead and configure, you can configure those different options which are available over here. Wildfire, that is the security intelligence from the, what do we say, Palo Alto. So by default, it is already been trying to communicate. We are just not doing proxy, but it will go ahead and download the feed and make sure that it is available for you to detect those attacks. Sessions, how many sessions you want to allow, block it, what type of sessions you want to allow. These are the sessions settings related to the sessions. So session timeouts, you see that default is 30 seconds, discard is 60, TCP is 90 seconds. And if you have any VPNs, these are the different timeout sessions, TCP, drop segment. By default, some of the options are selected. And if you have configured any decryption profiles, then you will see certificate revocation checkings, any certificate which are expired, revoked, we can see it over here. So we can check those settings. All right, so that's all. And with the management, we already looked into these many options in the previous video. That should be all good. We just need to look on the management options which are available. So I hope this was informative for you, and thank you.